Hey, Tabang here. So I'm going to say something that will make some of you uncomfortable. And I really think the degree to which it unsettles you will tell you exactly where you are. And that is low intelligence has nothing to do with your IQ, but everything, every single thing to do with what you do with feedback. So, in the many interactions I've had with people, with myself, and some of the research that I've done, I've learned that high intelligence is the ability to iterate, to persist, and hold the bigger picture without losing your nerve. It is not how quickly you absorb new information, no, but really about how you honestly engage with the evidence that, hey, my current approach is not working. When you look at low intelligence behavior, it has one defining signature, and that is constantly focusing on problems rather than pivoting to solutions. So you think about a low intelligence person. So what happens is they hit a brick wall, right? And what they then do is they decide that the wall is permanent. So they interpret a method that is failing as failure, right? And I don't really think that that confusion is a wisdom gap, but rather a character gap, both in humility and curiosity. But I've learned that you can close it only if you are honest enough to see it. I had this example, and that is you think about a writer who's trying to build a readership, right? The low intelligence response would be, hey, building a readership is impossible specifically for them. That number one, the audience is not there, the algorithm is rigged, that their voice is not for this world. The high intelligence response, on the other hand, would be understanding that a workable process always exists and that not finding it yet, and this is what I learned in business school, not finding it yet is a research problem or a research opportunity, right? And not necessarily a destiny problem. And as uncomfortable as it is, I've had to brutally apply this to myself. There were approaches that I had to repeat far longer than the evidence justified, because changing them meant that I was admitting that they were not working, right? And I really think that that resistance is what I dub as low intelligence behavior. What I then did is and this is what I suggest you do, I then picked an area of my life where, things had been constantly not working. And I had to honestly ask myself, have I been trying the same approach and expecting different results? And I think this is the definition of insanity. And then if the answer was yes, right, then it meant that that was not perseverance. It was low intelligence stubbornness. High intelligence says the goal is still valid. The method just needs to be redesigned. And so I then had to ask myself, what would I try if I genuinely believed a workable process exists and that I just have not found it yet? That's where I started. As I close to sip on my coffee, I want to leave with this, and that is intelligence is not a fixed trait. It is a daily decision to engage with reality honestly and then adjust accordingly. And that's a decision that you have to make today. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you on the next video. Cheers.